Hi everybody, it's Diana with stampingwithdie.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Teach Me Tuesdays, episode 173. Let me check. Yes, 173. Yeah, because last week I was sick in bed and you can tell I'm still stuffed up. But so today I'm hoping this will be a quick video because I got my paper pumpkin and it's all the little things. So I haven't even opened it up other than saw what ink spot it was and unwrapped the box. So I'm excited to see it. Last month I didn't do because I didn't care for it. I mean, I got it, but I don't have to like everything. Just like I'm sure you don't like everything. So if you have never been to my channel before, welcome. If you have, welcome back. My name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. And my channel is usually stamping. Every once in a while there's something else on there. And yesterday I talked about the neighbor's peacocks who are over here, and I thought it was 3 sisters, but it's actually 2 boys and a girl, so they're still siblings. But anyway, so I did post a video, so you can see that on my blog. I think it's like 20 minutes long because I just kind of like edited snippets together from throughout the day, and but it's kind of fun to watch them. It's definitely not like a Disney quality, you know, where you're up close with them, but it's still kind of fun. So anyway, so I'm going to stop blabbing and get to this kit. So close your eyes for a second while I get adjusted. And there we go. All right, so we got our cute little box. Now sometimes these boxes are fancy, but this is just a regular one. And then they're advertising next month, so that's kind of cool. Let's see here. Stay tuned. Hiking boot. So this is kind of neat. This is like black and white one. And then this came in the box. This right here. So this helps you organize your spots. So that's pretty cool. So that's in there. And it came with a shaded spruce, but you know me. I like to use my big pad, so I got my big pad out. And the pretty little tissue paper. Alright, so I was excited to see this one. Alright, so let's see this real quick. So this is, so you're going to put it together. So it's going to go in the box. So it goes like that. And then these ones, you can hook them together. So see, like that. And then the little spot will go in there. So then you have like a few other ones. And they're like different, like there's like different thingies. So you can mix and match. Anyways, so that's pretty cool. So that came with this, this kit. So I'm just going to set this aside so that I can do that later. Alright, so we've got this fun little stamp set. So this one has the deepest sympathy, enjoy your day, I'm grateful for all the little things you do, celebrate today, and then some doohickeys. Alright. Now, this is a photopolymer. So what I always say when you get a photopolymer, you have to kind of condition it in order for it to kind of accept the ink. And then sometimes there's like, it's almost like a film, right? Same with like when I mentioned to you when you get your punches, you always want to punch your punches out a few times in some like old cardstock to get, excuse me, to get that oil out. So the photopolymer are very similar in, there's almost, I don't like to say film, that sounds gross, but there's almost like a coating or something like that from when it was made. So what you want to do is you want to take your Versamark, let me get my mouse off the table, and let's see here, we want with sympathy, I think I'm doing all the greetings. Now, if you are new to Paper Pumpkin, the first Paper Pumpkin kit you get a block. But I'm just using the blocks that I have, because I have oodles and oodles of blocks. All right, so let's see here. So let's take this one off. And so let's see if I do it in the green first without doing the Versamark and see how it looks. Let's also get my my Pierce mat, and that's just going to add a little bit of gushiness. All right, so let's see. Let's compare. All right, so I'm grateful. So this is just going right into the ink pad. And see, that looks fine. All right, that looks fine this time. But what I usually like to do is I like to put it in the Versamark first, just in case, just, you know, because sometimes they don't always stamp perfectly. All right, so now I washed it. So now I'm going to go into the Versamark. And then we just kind of go tap, tap, tap. Get that Versamark off of there. And then we can go in the pad. And let's compare. Now it also helps if you've got, you know, your pad good and inked. All right, so let's compare. So see, they look very, very similar. So I might not have had to do it with this set, but I just like to do that. All right, just as a habit. All right, with Deepest Sympathy. And then we can start. So I'm not going to do, what other one is there? Oh, I guess we're using even these splottery things. We're even using the splotteries. Okay. And all right, let's just see. I probably should have opened it before, but we're just going with the flow. All right, so let's see here. We want my nose. All right, and so it came with these. You know what I do with these? They go to my sister. We have a nice piece of chipboard. I always keep the chipboard. We've got some really cool little blings, which kind of look like some of the bling that we have in the catalog, but just the clear. Very pretty. I love when they're iridescent-y like that, because then they pick up all the colors around them. And then we have big dimensionals this time. A lot of times we get like the smaller ones. All right. So for this card, we have this. So I'm just kind of going to get my things popped out. All right. So let's see here. Card 1. We are going to stamp. I'm grateful for all the little things you do. Look at all my pieces. Look at all my pieces. All right. So they have stacked them together. That's nice. All right. So this, we're going to punch these pieces out. Look how beautiful it is. It's got this foil. It has this iridescent-y look to it, which goes with the with those blings. All right. So where's my pick tool? So I'm just going to pop these out with my pick tool. And kind of keep this held flat and just bring it up a little bit, and then that will help you not bend any of your pieces. So they're kind of perforated. So I should have got it ready. I apologize. I didn't even look at it. I was just like, I've been busy all morning. We had that busy day yesterday because I just kept wanting to watch those birds. That's why I was saying I don't have a window in my studio. I mean, I have a little window in the door, but it's like a high window, right? Like one of those half moon kind of windows. It just lets a little light in. It's not really one that you look out of. But other than that, I don't have a window, which is a good thing, because if I had a window, I would just be looking out it all day, you know, and seeing what the birds are doing. So yeah. So yesterday when all that was going on, I kept looking because, one, I didn't want anything to happen to them, and two, I didn't want them to poop on anything, because somebody said their poop is gross, and I'm not a fan of poop. All right, so we have this. All right, so we want this and this. Put that aside. One card. Look how pretty these cards are. So I guess I should be showing you all the pieces. So we've got this card. Some pretty envelopes. Look at these pretty envelopes. Okay, I think this is the card I want. With the pink under it. Yes. So this is a card. So they've got kind of whitewashed. All right, I need to blow my nose. Okay. All right, I have been going through so much Kleenex. All right, so we have, I know that is TMI. All right, so I want this goes with this, this, and this. Okay, goes with that. Then I'll put these aside. And I need to stamp on this. All right, so this is going to be what this greeting gets stamped on. And this is super cute because look at it, it's got these stitches. And I love stitches on things. I don't know why, but I just love that little bit of stitchiness on there. All right, so we have, I'm grateful for all the little things you do. It's going to go in there. So I'm just going to get my pieces ready and then we'll put them together. How's that? All right, so I'm grateful. I hope that's straight. I'm grateful for all the little things you do. So cute. Cute, cute. All right, so that goes with that, and I'm just going to set it aside. And I'm going to put this over there too, so I don't lose it. All right, and then number 2 is a circle. So we want a circle. I want these little things, which also have stitches. So hopefully they will have refills of this kit because it is super cute. Because like I said, like some of the kits I don't care for. That's fine. You can't like everything. Like I said, if everybody liked the same thing, the world would be a very boring place. All right, so I need this card. I need these pretty flowers. So let's pop these out. And again, they have iridescent, or to me, it almost looks like a mirror, right? It almost looks like a mirror. All right, so I need that. And these little flowers here. Okay, so that goes with that. And then there is, I'm trying to see, oh, right here. I need this piece because it's going to get stamped on with those dots. Okay. So I can do that. And it also came with some twine, so we're going to use that twine on that too. All right, so enjoy the day, and the dots are going to go on this piece. So did you get this kit already? Mine seemed to come a little quicker than normal, which I was excited for, because when Jeff brought it from the mailbox, I was like, yay, I know what I'm going to do for my Teach Me Tuesdays. All right, so where is my enjoy? That's a sympathy. Oh my gosh, maybe I didn't. Oh, I didn't even put the enjoy. I didn't even put the enjoy. All right, hang on a minute. So I was like, yay, yay, yay. All right, so let's see. Let's gonna go right into the green and see. All right, so I didn't even put the embossing or the Versamark. Okay, so we're just gonna go enjoy your day. Right in there. Hopefully it's gonna be straight. Okay, so enjoy your day. Now this paper, like I have mentioned before, is a little different than our cardstock. So it takes it a little bit longer to dry. So if you're used to the cardstock and it dries fairly quickly, just keep in mind that this takes a little bit longer. So, excuse me. So that's why I kind of like to get everything stamped ahead of time and set it aside. That way it has time to dry. If you are just like stamping and immediately starting to assemble, sometimes things will blur because it's not all the way dry yet. So just let it let it dry. All right, so now we have these dot things, and they're just kind of every which way. So I don't think there's a right way or the wrong way. I'm just gonna go like this, because you just want dots on there. But they're kind of fun, right? They're kind of like these fun mixy-matchy, hobnobby dots. All right. So it's basically just giving you, you know, a pattern on that white paper so it's not plain. All right, so I think that's all I need on that one. So I'm just going to set that aside as well. And then our third card is the white card. So it's just white. So when they get refills of stuff, when it has things like this, so like some of you aren't a paper pumpkin person, or you are and you skip it and then you go, oh, I wish I had the refill. Or you could be a new paper pumpkin subscriber and you missed one from before. I like to look at the kits, and especially when they have like the pieces, like these beautiful flowers that this one has. All right, so I want this one. I want this, because you can get a refill if they have them, right? They don't always have refill kits, but if they do, you could, even if you didn't have the original one, and then you just use a stamp set that you have at home that fits in that area, because just keep that in mind. But you do have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. And what I like about the Paper Pumpkin is there's sometimes when I go, I'm going to be busy, or like I said, I didn't care for the last month's. Okay, so I want both of these. And then, you know, you can skip it, you can delay, like, suspend it. I think they call suspend, where you just suspend a month. Because usually Stampin' Up! Will give us a little hint at what's coming, and you might go, okay, that doesn't look like me. And then, so that's what I like. So just keep that in mind. But you definitely, if you want the following month, you need to sign up by, I would do it no later than the 9th of the month, because then you will get the next month usually. But just keep in mind that they don't always run your card right away. So don't skip one until your card has been run for the month that you do want, because I've had some people skip too early and then they missed the month that they wanted. So just kind of watch that. But I usually just get it, and then I always, if I don't care for it or whatever, then there's always somebody that is interested in it. All right, so let's see here. And you might have grandkids, and it would just be a fun little activity that you could do with them. All right, so let's do the with sympathy. So I just kind of blabbed right there, didn't I? All right, so with deepest sympathy, that's gonna go on there, and hopefully I'm straight. I need to stand up. The camera's right in the way, but I don't want to get my hair in the camera. All right, so we have with sympathy. Perfect. All right, so it's gonna go there. So this has got some pretty fonts. All right, so that looks good. This also is going to have some stamping on it. All right, so this also is going to have some splatteries on it. So we want a splattery there, here, and here. Okay, and then we'll put that with that. And that didn't have any splatteries. And I believe we're just doing 3 cards. Wait. What is this right here? What? Oh, that's just showing the stamp. Okay. Okie dokie pokey. I don't see it being used. It might just be, you know, a little extra, you know, because they have room on the photopolymer thing, right? So this might not be like actually used, but you can put it on the envelope, you know, instead of just leaving this blank. It's nice. They give you some extra images. Okay, so this looks good. I do believe I have everything stamped. So now I can start to assemble. All right. So I apologize for my crazy voice. All right, so here's this piece. So now this is going to go on here, and they want you to use dimensionals. All right. So like I said, it came with dimensionals that I have put somewhere over here. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So I do notice, and I've mentioned before too, is I swear that the dimensionals that we get in the kits are always a little more gushier than the ones in the catalog. And I think it's just they're a little thicker. Look, if you really, this is my analness. Look, so these are in the catalog, and these are the kit ones. So the catalog ones are just a tad bit skinnier. So I think that's where the gushiness comes from. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If you are like me and you do not throw anything away and you want to make sure everything gets used, so you use, you know, kit dimensionals for something, just make sure you're using the same one. So like if you're putting dimensionals, it's not that big of a deal, but if you're putting dimensionals on and they are a different thickness, your card could just be a tiny little bit crooked. So just keep that in mind. All right. So we're going to put this on there. And, oh, this has string too. Alrighty. 22 inches of twine. So it looks like a pumpkin and a black is what it looks like. Alright, so we have, but isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. Alright, so this is going to go on here. So this would be a fun, if they have refills, I probably would grab some of these because you can use these for other things. And let me show you what I mean. Hold on. This is one of the cards for my Adorable Owls class, and those went out, so you should be getting them anytime. I do still have some available, so make sure you let me know. But this is actually an old paper pumpkin refill that I grabbed a bunch of, and I am just using pieces of it for this class. And look how cute this card is with the little owl. And I just mixed and matched and come up with my own card. So that's what I mean about just keep an eye on them. All right, let me put this card back so I don't lose it. So that's what I mean about, you know, keep an eye on when the refills become available or things like that. But you have to be a subscriber. So that's why I'm always like, you know, at least subscribe. And then you can postpone it. You know, you can keep postponing it. You can also, hang on a minute. I'm like squirrel, 22 inches. You can also, what am I trying to say? I still have a bit of a cold, people. My brain's kind of like a little bit crazy. But you can do a prescription, so you can do like 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You can do it monthly, or you can do 3 months or 6 months or 12. And then, so if you do that, if you do multiple months, then you can get, depending on what it is, you can put it on like an order, like in my store, and you might earn hostess benefits. So just keep that in mind as well. All right, this seems like an awful lot, but anyways, all right, so 22 inches, and we're just curling it around, just like I did the other day. All right, so we're just kind of making this circle-y thing, and it's going to go under here, and then this thing is going to go there, but this looks like a good size for that. All right, so let's see here. Let's see if this is going to hold it in place. All right, so we have this, and so this has little glue dots, and just like the I use my big pad, I like to use my big glue dots. Oh, and I forgot to rewrap these, so these ones are the backwards ones, because usually I rewrap them so that the glue dot is on the other side of the spool. All right, so we have this is gonna go under here like that. This is a cute little whatever this is. Isn't that cute with the little daisies? All right, and then that's going to go on here, which is going to keep that circle stuff in place. So let's hope it does. If not, I'll stick some adhesive under there. I'm not going to worry about it. All right, now this is going to go on here, and they show you putting the dimensionals here, but I'm going to put the dimensionals on here instead, because I don't want my dimensionals going in that hole. So I'm going to put a dimensional here and here. Let's see how wide this is. And I could probably put one there. So by putting them on here, I'm avoiding these holes here. So this string is going to be a little bit loose, but it's not going to go anywhere because these dimensionals are going to hold it in place when I put this greeting over it. And then it's just going to be this crazy string thing. All right, so let's put that on here like that. And then we've got the first card. All right, now it also uses this pretty bling. All right, so we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. And it's too big, and they're just kind of hodgepodgey everywhere. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there's the first one. So what do you think? So I need to go in here and pull that. There we go. There we go. And when I do the other cards, I'll probably just skip the ribbon. If anything, I might stick it in here and then just tie it on one of these, on like here. That might look cute, right? Just loop it in here and just tie it on there. But super cute. All right, so there's that one. And remember, I showed you the envelopes. Now, the envelopes are all the same. If you like to cut your envelopes and use them, and then you just use the plain envelopes, this has got like a pretty pattern on there, if you want to do that. All right, so here's one card. All right, and then we have the second card. All right, so this one has got the black. And it says 18 inches. So bring this over. So what's nice, it has that ruler on there. You might have a ruler I should. And before, I had a ruler on my cutting table, and then I removed it. So it was actually glued on the table, like a yardstick kind of thing. So then I just always had it there. So I should do that on my desk, and then I always have a ruler on my desk. But anyways, okay. So that's the third. Let's get back to the second card, Diana. All right, so we are going to just loop this on like this. And they have it held on with glue dots. But you know me, I'm just going to use Scotch tape. I'm just going to use some Scotch tape behind here. No one will see it. No one will know. No one will go, oh, I bet you there's Scotch tape back there. All right, so there's that. And then we can just wiggle these around because they're kind of crooked. The picture shows them crooked. Like that. All right, so let's bring our card over. So this just goes on here. Easy peasy. And since we do have, you know, this behind here, I'm going to put this on with glue dots. Just because it's got that ribbon on there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you are interested in the owl class, make sure you holler at me. You can get the owl stamp set. It's like a free gift. And you get actually blends with that class. But like I said, I only have a few left, and the ones that had signed up already, those have gone out. So you should be getting them any day now. And then you have like a PDF and a video that'll be taping, and then you'll get that to make your stuff along with me. All right, so we have this pretty flower. And that's just going to go on there. This one kind of reminds me of Oriental. All right. So let's put this here. I want to avoid this area because it's got this. So I don't want to put too much in the center there. I think that's plenty. All right. But this is a fun kit. So if you like to make things with, you know, friends or family, your grandkids, your kids, the paper pumpkin is fun. Just to kind of get a kit. I probably should have lowered that. You know, get a monthly kit. A lot of times if I have extra ones or ones that I don't care for, or you know, I give them away. Or my neighbor is a homeschool mom, so I have given her stuff. And I also send stuff to Eric's work because, you know, our son has autism, but he works at a place where they have day program stuff. And they do, he's one of the higher functioning in regards to mobility that work there. So a lot of times, oh, I forgot to put this there. This was supposed to go up underneath here, but it still can. All right. So he usually does like the yard work kind of stuff because, you know, he's really, really strong. But then there's a lot of kids, and I shouldn't call them kids. I say that every time. They're adults, but to me, they'll, you know, Eric will always be my kid. So some of them don't have as good a mobility, and then they do day program stuff, which is, I'm going to put that above. It's supposed to go underneath, but I'm going to put it, maybe not. So they do arts and crafts stuff. So I usually send them, you know, stuff that's retired or extra things, and then they do that during the day. So it's super fun for them. All right, so let's see. We want one flower, and one flower. So this is super cute. So this would be fun. And that's why the paper pumpkins are kind of fun. Because, you know, no matter what ability you have, they're usually pretty easy. I know when Eric was in school, his school took a field trip one day and they came to my studio and they made stuff and they had a blast. And there were certain kids that were better at gluing than others, and some stamped better, and they just all worked together and made their project. So it was such a fun time watching them. All right, so let's see here. So we have some more bling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I remember years ago I did a Girl Scout troop. They came too. And so that was fun too over the years. 1, 2, 3, 4, and oh, I want another big one. 5. All right, so there's that one. So what do you think? That one's pretty too. All right, let me get the envelope. So I'm just gabbing along with you all, I stamp. All right, so let's see. And then the last card is this one. Oops, I lost my bling, got stuck to my thing. All right, so this is the plain white card with that pretty blue that I stamped on in the center. And this is going to be glue dotted. But so I want to, yeah, because the flowers are going to be dimensional, so I don't want to have too much dimension. All right, so we're going to glue dot this to the card. So if you have any questions at all in regards to paper pumpkins or the kits in general, because we have about a new kit every month. There's a new one that just came out, gosh, like last week, Friendship, I think it's Friendship, and I haven't got that one yet. And then you know what you got, right? The kits that come out every month, you know that you know what you're getting, are available while supplies last. So they're set up very similar to the paper pumpkin, where you know they're usually like all inclusive and stuff. Except you know what you're getting. Plus with those, there is no refill, and what was I gonna, you know what you're getting. Oh, and they're while supplies last. Where the paper pumpkin, once it's gone, it's gone. Okay, so this is this. So the other kits that come out, you know, throughout the month or whatever, you can get those for a while, you know. Where the paper pumpkin, if you're not a subscriber and you miss out, then you missed out. Okay, so we're just gonna stick this on here. It's kind of like that, so you can see the little dots around. And where is this one? I'm like, where? Oh, this one goes. Where does this one go, people? On. I'm like losing my mind here. Hang on a second. Is this like extra? It's probably right in front of my face. That goes on there. Could this just be an extra? Oh, never mind. It goes on here because it's identical to this one. Okay. That's why I was like, what? So this is identical to this one, so it's just going to get raised. So you could leave it like this if you wanted, and just leave it as is, and then you'd have this extra one. You could do whatever you wanted with, but you're to put it on here. And then it just has almost like, oh, my sister used to do it. Oh my gosh. Paper tool. Remember? Did you ever do paper tool? Where you just like had layers and layers and layers of paper with little dimensionals between them? That's what this kind of reminds me of, because it's the same picture and you're just staggering it so it pops out. So see? So it pops out of there. All right, now what did I forget? All right, so sympathy. a sympathy, and 12 inches of ribbon. Alright, so sympathy goes on here. And again, I'm putting my dimensionals on here instead. And then I'll just drop my sympathy on top of it. Like that. And of course, the orange ribbon was supposed to be behind there. So I'm not going to put orange ribbon on this one. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3. And we're almost done. Alright, 1, 2, and 3. And so this will make 9. So you did 3 cards. Oh, my nose. So we did 3 cards. Look at all my dimensional backings. Alright. So 1, 2. So this is a very pretty set. So like I said, if they offer, and I want to say it's usually the beginning of the month, but always check. You can look at my online store, and off to the side, it'll say like clearance, paper pumpkin, you know, things like that. And then you can open up that and it will show. I think I'm going to grab some extras of these. All right, so let me say, see you later, alligator. My nose is probably so red from blowing it. But anyway, super cute kit. I love the mirror kind of look to them. Like, I don't think you can see in it. It's not like I can do my hair or anything, but they do have that kind of iridescent-y mirror-like shine to them. So I'm going to sit and make the rest of these, and I will watch for the refill of that. But like I said, if you have any questions on that owl class, I only have a few kits left. They are ready to go. So if you needed them, they could go out tomorrow. All right, so I'm going to stop blabbing. I will see you Friday for my dies shorts. Now remember, I'm going to be doing a card stash giveaway, so you don't want to miss it. It will be a live. I mean, this is live. It's a premiere. These ones where I watch live with you off to the chat, but they are pre-taped because it's a better quality. But when I do the card stash giveaways, they are like live for real. So like I will go, oh, I have this card, and then you can say, oh, I want that card, you know, kind of thing, where I couldn't really do that for the pre-tape, right? All right, so I'm going to stop blabbing, or I would gab with you all day long. I will see you Friday for my dice shorts. That will be 3 o'clock, Arizona time, same channel. Thanks for spending some time with me today, and I will see you later. All right, bye for now.